We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fantasy. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello Aromas, this is Aromie here and welcome back to Changeling. We're here. I'm out here in the fucking woods. I don't know how. I'm guessing I didn't sprinkle the stuff in or I went out through another way. I woke from a dead sleep standing in the middle of the woods. For a long moment I stood stock still while I tried to work out what was going on. Why am I outside? I definitely put my barrier down. Did it not work? But also, what woke me up just then? I thought I heard Ichiko. Ewan? I rolled around at the sound of my name and was instantly enveloped in a hug. What? Thank God, I wasn't sure it was you. What does that mean? And geez, it was cold out. What's going on? He saw my changeling. Ewan pulled away, looking down at me worriedly. Are you okay? I think so. I'm still a bit, I was still trying to work out exactly how I managed to get out again. I didn't remember anything from the sleepwalking this time. No weird voices, no feelings of wanting to go get somewhere. Nothing. I shivered, rubbing my arms. So I guess this is you keeping an eye on me again. Well, I was just worried. I know you said Brenna has been helping, but here, take this first. Wow, you look so good without a jacket too. He shrugged out of his jacket and handed it over. I slipped into it gratefully, but he immediately broke into laughter. I glared up at him. Why? Does it look funny on me? You know what's funny? You hugging me and you not reacting about you hugging me. Or, well, me reacting to hugging you. Whatever. I didn't react to him hugging me. I fail to see what's funny about this. Only because you're not looking at it from up here. I glanced down at myself and the way his jacket completely swallowed me. Shut up. Come on, we need to get you back. He looks so cute without a jacket. Fortunately, it actually didn't look like I gotten far, just a little ways into the trees. I went as I picked my way back through the brush, and managed to step on a stupid blackberry vine. You okay? Yeah, Peachy. Want me to carry you? No! Being swallowed up in a stupid massive jacket was enough humiliation for me. He hesitated, then offered a hand. I spent in the dim light and I wrestled my arm through the end of his stupid sleeve and took it. He helped steady me as I limped out from the brush and up the path. So, you were just lurking around to see if I escaped tonight? Lurking makes me seem like a stalker. I just happened to be passing by at the same time you left. It's not like I was planning on hanging out here all night. I had something that was supposed to keep me inside. Looks like it didn't work. Wow, excellent deduction, Sherlock. Elementary, my dear Watson. Cute. We weren't too far from my gate, and when we reached it, Ewan caught my arm. Look, take this. He pressed something to my hand, something that caused faint tingles of discomfort to streak up my arm. What's this? A bell? You want me to carry a bell? I examined the bell he pressed to my hand. It was heavy. What the fuck? Like it was made of iron or something, and it was tied at the top with a long red string. Somehow it made me feel uncomfortable just looking at it, much less holding it. I wasn't sure why. I don't know why you're leaving your house or anything, but that's a fairy bane. It can keep them at bay pretty effectively, to be honest. I'm a fairy too, you know. Yeah, well, I'm not a fan of the thing either, but banes are far more potent against wild fae than those living as humans. It'll ward others away without actually harming you. Is it the fairies calling me? Is that why I'm leaving at night? I don't know. It could be something like that. It could be fairy itself calling you. Borders always expand this time of year, and there's a pretty big overlap into Pine Hollow, not to mention at least one gate that opens every year, and several stray ones that pop up every now and then as well. Sometimes it calls me to me as well, so maybe you're just having trouble ignoring that call. Could that really be it? It still didn't explain how I got past my barrier though, but that wasn't something I should be worrying about out here. I need to get back inside before anyone else woke up. I should get back inside. Thanks for this, though. I'll throw it at any fairies I see. You're supposed to ring it. It's a sound they hate. Oh? Looks like it'll do more damage if it hit them in the face. Only if you've got good aim. I'll have you know, my aim is impeccable, sir. Don't make me prove it. Weren't you going back inside? Coward. Oh, yes, because you're so terrifying. I unlatched the gate and made a face at him. I can be. Ewan suddenly reached out and caught my hand again, leaning close. My face was a little hot. Before I let you go... What are you doing? You want your jacket back? He looked over his shoulder as if he expected someone to be eavesdropping. I know it seems like Brendan's looking out for you, but be careful about trusting her. She may seem like she's trying to help, but even I don't know what she's really up to. Part of the reason I'm here is because I wanted to see what was really going on. She never tells anyone the whole story. You don't trust her. I trust her as much as I trust any Fae, which is to say not much. She's a friend of my father's. What the fuck? I don't know anything else about her, including why she's so interested in you. A friend of his father's? Interesting. Please be careful. I am trying. I know. Thank you for watching out for me. I just know what it's like to be in that position, that's all. It made me sad to think it was just some sort of sense of obligation that drove him to come check on me. Fuck! Now I'm gonna be sad again! And that frustrated me. It's not like I want him to come over to check on me at all, but if he was going to, I guess I wanted the reason to be different. I'm sad again. Or something. I don't know. I was too tired and cold to analyze my stupid girly feelings at this hour. Amy Chico? Yeah? Can I have my jacket back? No. Oh, yeah, sorry. I slipped out of the jacket and handed it over. He shot me a crooked smile I could barely see in the moonlight. Good night. Do me a favor and stay inside this time. I'll try. Do you like me? Do you have any ounce feelings for me? Because I'm real sad now. I quietly stole across the backyard and turned back to wave. Ewan returned the gesture, then disappeared back down the hill. I went inside quietly and shut the door behind me. I quickly cleaned off my feet, then crept upstairs to my room, wondering what to do now that the barrier wasn't working. Ugh, I was too tired to think about that now. I set a foot back down on my doorway and jerked it back with a loud hiss. That burned. What? So the barrier was still there. I tried to cross the door again, but to no avail. There's definitely a freaking bear keeping me out. I looked down at the hall. Spencer's room. Don't tell me I'd gone out through there. There was no way. He was such a light sleeper. He definitely had woken up, but I couldn't think of another way. Awkward. I cast a worried look over my shoulder, then tiptoed to his room. The door was slightly ajar, enough to let me peek in. He was gone. What? I was so distracted I almost didn't hear the footsteps coming up the stairs. Shoot! I scurried into Spencer's room, through the bathroom, and into my room as quietly as I could. I stood just inside the door, breathing quietly, straining to hear the soft footsteps. They went straight to Spencer's room inside. What was he doing up? Moments later, I heard the soft creak of his bed. I stood there a second longer before returning to my own, more confused than ever. What on earth was happening? You need to sprinkle some shit on the frickin' bathroom doors too. The bathroom door, the window, and then your door. I was curled up in bed, my head so heavy it felt like someone had filled it with full of bricks. My eyes ached from the lack of sleep. All I really wanted to do was go back to sleep and spend the whole Saturday dozing. But I had some unanswered questions, and now that it was light out, I wanted to figure out just what happened last night. I sat up reluctantly, stretching the kinks out of my back. I dragged myself out of bed reluctantly, and the first thing I did was go check the window. I was pretty sure I hadn't gone out that way. Excuse me. Since it was closed, I had no idea how I was going to close that behind me. And sure enough, the neat little line of herbs was right there along the track for the window. And I knew the one at the door was there, which meant I'd definitely gone out through Spencer's room. If I couldn't get in my room last night, there was no way I was getting out. So then, did Spencer go out after me, or was he already gone when I went through? I didn't think he'd follow me since. Well, he'd come up from the front, not the back like I had. So what was he doing out of bed then? I mean, he has looked tired lately. What was he doing up and roaming around at night? Unless I was the only one who was doing the sleepwalking thing. That'd be awkward. No, that made no sense. Why would Spencer be sleepwalking? Ugh, this was too much thinking before coffee. I wandered down the kitchen, surprised it was empty and kind of cold, like someone left the window open or something. Except I knew I shut the door after me. I don't know why I hesitated on the bottom step. I just felt strangely uneasy, as if there was some strange familiar presence lurking just out of sight. Hello? Nothing. I padded across the wood floor and peeked into the foyer. No one was in sight. I chewed my lip, thinking about my little night walk. Had I brought something home with me aside from Ewan? No, I was just being paranoid. My nerves were a bit raw from what happened last night. That had definitely been unexpected. I shrugged off the weird feeling and went to start some coffee. Hi. I turned around thinking about turning the heat up higher when I came face to face with Spencer. I bit back a scream. He was just standing behind me, pale and silent, with dark circles under his eyes. Yeah, I knew that feeling pretty well. What? Nothing? What are you doing here? There. Nothing? What are you doing? Making coffee. What does it look like? Where's Mom? No idea. Spencer just stood there, silently staring at nothing. His face was a strange mixture of exhaustion and anger. Spencer? He shrugged and turned away. I don't feel well. I'm going back to bed. Do you want anything? Tea? Spencer paused for a moment but didn't turn around. No. Oh, okay. I guess. Okay, I offered. You can't tell me I didn't offer. I watched him leave unsure what was going on with him. Surely the whole fairy thing wasn't affecting him too. That didn't make sense. The whole theory behind him being blinded was that he was human. After all, why would fairies blind one of their own? So the fairies had been getting to me, drawing me out of the house, messing with my sleep and making me sleepwalk. Were they going after Spencer too? And if so, why? Ichigo? Dad, I haven't seen you in years. For the second time that morning, I jumped as a family member sneaked up on me. What's wrong? I sighed. You scared me, that's what. Jeez. Sorry, sweetheart. Where's Mom? She went to Grandma's earlier to help out with some cleaning. She'll be back this afternoon. And where's your brother? Spencer emerged, but has gone back up to his cave to wait for a princess to kidnap and devour. Dad raised an eyebrow. You really ought to discuss his habits with him before he starts hoarding treasure. Still not getting along, eh? What was your first clue? You comparing him to a dragon. You could try. I'm trying. I am. But it's like hitting my head against the wall. That explains your grades then. Hey, my grades are fine, thank you very much. Especially considering the nonsense I was putting up with recently. So, how busy are you this morning? I shrugged. Not very? I was going to head into town to do some shopping for your mother. Wanna come? I raised an eyebrow. Mom told you that you had to take care of this, didn't she? Take care of us, sorry. She did. Because of the pudding incident. It wasn't that much pudding. Dad, it really was that much pudding. Well, that's why you're coming to supervise. I sighed. I didn't really want to. Wait, did Dad buy like way too much pudding or something? But Dad's impulse shopping was pretty terrifying. Someone had to manage him. I really just want to sleep though. I guess I'll go. You know what? Well, fuck it. Go Dad. We barely have Dad time. I sighed. Well, for the sake of avoiding another pudding apocalypse, I should probably suck it up and go. Fine, I guess I'll go. I'll just get my coat and a travel mug for my coffee, because I was not leaving it behind. I'll see you in the car. Please take me to the bakery, Dad. He trotted off to the foyer while I got my things together. Why did Spencer get to sleep in, but I had to go babysit the impulse shopper? Oh well, it was better than being left home to deal with Spencer alone. If I wasn't up for babysitting Dad, I definitely wasn't up for dealing with Spencer. I mean, we barely have Dad camera time. I bit back another sign headed out to the front. The horn blared just as I stepped out on the porch, and I shot Dad a glare as I joined him in the car. What was taking so long? I told you I was getting my coat. Getting it or making one. Cute, let's go before I change my mind. So I was thinking, oh god, what if we get ice cream while I have an idea. Why don't you drop me by the bakery and I'll get a cake? And you stay away from snacks while shopping. What kind of cake? What kind do you want? What kind do they have? I can text you from the bakery to let you know. Deal. Dad has a sweet tooth and it's cute. Dad chattered nonstop the whole way into town. I was just glad it was a short drive. He kept peppering me with questions about school, about my classmates, about everything. About Ewan, because apparently Mom mentioned him. I mean, does he realize other colors exist? Why does he only wear black? Can you please ask Tyler that? Because his answer is... I don't know his answer actually. It seems to just attract him that he wears black. And now all of a sudden my closet is turning to be all black. And I'm usually really colorful. Because that's the color leather comes in. There are other colors of leather. I saw a pair of purple cowboy boots once. First, ew. Second, can you imagine a biker in purple? I can, but I don't want to be imagining bikers at all. Especially not getting anywhere near my nearly adult offspring. You're not 18 yet. Legally an adult in less than 2 weeks. You're going to have to deal with it at some point. Never. Melodramatic denial isn't going to halt the flow of time, Dad. If I'm in denial, it doesn't matter if time is halted or not. I roll my eyes, if it makes you feel better. I'm pretty sure we're eloping next week. What the fuck? I'll introduce you to him sometime. I can introduce you to him. I've already met him. And if I recall, he was very polite, and it was after he rescued me from being left at school by my rude brother. Rescue seems like a strong word. Wait, I kind of want to see what, the eloping would be. I'm pretty sure we're eloping next week. If your brother needs a princess to guard, I'm going to let him know there's one next door. First, Spencer couldn't guard his way out of a paper bag. Second, even if he could, you'd probably need to bribe him to get him to bother with guarding me. He'd definitely prefer to hide in his room hoarding socks or something. And finally, I said a princess to eat. So unless you're promoting cannibalism, I actually like this one better. I really don't know why you and Spencer are so convinced. It's some sort of amazing retort. You can't go out with him. Spencer? Ew, I don't want to, thank you very much. No, that boy. What kind of name is Ewan anyway? I definitely don't approve. I think it's Scottish. If he wants my approval, he better start dressing normal and driving a reasonable car. You realize I was joking about the eloping thing, right? Huh. Okay. Nice to see he was being reasonable about the very concept of me dating. Wonder what he'd do if he knew the guy I'm not eloping with was a headless horseman. Knowing my dad, he'd approve of that before he approved of the motorcycle. Dork. I was glad when he finally pulled into the parking space, if only because it gave me a respite from the interrogation about my relationship with Ewan, and teasing Dad was only fun for so long. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go get the shopping done for the week. You're going to go get cake. While you're there, see if they don't have pudding. Grape Hugh is obsessed. I was going to say get something that Spencer will like too. Meh, do I have to? Why should Grouches get cake anyway? I just don't want to hear another round of you sulking at each other. Fine, I'll get something Spencer will like too. I strongly doubt they have any princesses in stock though. Very funny. I try. Can I go? Text me when you're done. I reached for my phone, digging my free hand deep into my pockets before I remembered. Shoot! I left my phone at home. Well, why don't I just swing by to get you when I'm done? They probably have somewhere you can wait. He rummaged in his wallet and handed over some money for my cake expedition. Alright, you know where it is, right? Just down the street. I remember. Can't miss that weird sign. What kind of name is Fairy Forest anyway? If only you knew. Okay, I'll see you later. He nodded and headed off, leaving me to my own devices for a while. I just hoped I wouldn't regret letting him into the grocery store alone. In the meantime, I was glad Mom apparently hadn't told Dad that Ewan's family owned the bakery, or if she did, that he hadn't put it together. He probably would have insisted on going with me. I'd already subjected Ewan to one parent. That was definitely enough. I smiled slightly as I headed that way. As tired as I was, it was still nice to be in town. Shit, I'm over time. But anyway, this is where we're gonna save before I hope we can enter the bakery. That would be nice. But I thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Touch it,